Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly bunch of readings for you guys based on clairaudience. That's one of my main gifts when it comes to channeling messages for the collective. Now, because it's collective based, if you want something more specific, please check out my website or my YouTube homepage to get details on how to get a reading or an energy cleansing, if you may, when it comes to getting answers to questions you have in relation to your life, okay, and all areas, okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, I always start with reading the intuitive message, and then I clarify with some cards. That's pretty much what clairaudiency is. And then I will add some name charms, charms in general as well to the reading, so you kind of know the setup of the entirety when it comes to the readings. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Today I felt to explain it a little bit more than usual, so there you guys go. Always stay true to your intuition. I also want to say that, okay. And thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing, commenting. It means so much to me. On a logical point, it does help with the channel. And so yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for being here and being a support. Hello, pal number one. Welcome to your intuitive message from the person on your mind, and we're gonna go right into it. So the message here is pretty emotional, I have to say. Literally, as soon as I set up the entire filming device that I have, I almost started crying, literally. And I guess the person is still crying as we speak. Mind you, I channeled this specific tune, frequency, song a week ago, okay, but it's 4/11 as we speak, as in the 4th of November here. They're still very sad, very emotional over you, at the verge of tears. It's really intense, it's very serious, I'm not gonna lie. That is not what's on my notes here, but that's just what I'm feeling energetically, okay. In this present moment. But let's go on to the notes, okay. Like I was saying, they are literally still crying, and this person, no, based on the intuitive notes that I have, they're not over you, okay. And they're so not over you to the past that if they have found out that you're with somebody, they're crying over that. The fact that they're not with you, they're crying over that. They're crying over the fact that they feel like they messed up. They're crying over the fact that they have a missed opportunity when it comes to you. And they're crying over the fact that they still have some sort of hope, but they could be in some sort of denial or delusion of maybe things are not over between you guys, okay. They could be in a little bit of a delulu mindset when it comes to you. But for some, this feels very specific because of the heavy energy that I'm feeling. It really happens for all of the readings. It's a rare thing. It does happen, but I have to say that this specific reading, even though I say it's collective, it feels very specific, okay. But nonetheless, I will also have to say, if you have met someone new, if they found that out because I feel like you have pile number one, if they are aware of that you have found somebody else or with somebody else, heard it through the grapevine, saw it on social media, come what may, this is really what's bringing them more into despair when it comes to you. And I also feel like it's almost a wake-up call as well, because it's like, wow, this is actually real now. They have actually moved on. Like, I've seen them with someone else. And it's not just hearsay. It's not just, you know, gossip. Like, I really have seen them with someone else. So this is really is breaking their heart. Like, it's a devastating situation when it comes to this person, okay? So I will try to keep it not so emotional. It's not my energy. Like, whenever I feel a lot of heavy energy as an intuitive energy reader, I be guided to like take a few, you know, moments of break, like a break, right? Not to get overwhelmed by it, but I still took a break and I come back and I still feel this heavy energy. So, and not to laugh at their, you know, despair right now, but it's interesting, I have to say. But yeah, based on the cards in this present moment, aside from the intuitive energy message here, right? I feel like they could have faced justice, or they work in a justice system, or something was kind of what's the name? Like, well, since I can't get it out, it has to, I feel like it has to do with like spiritual karma, as in justice. Okay. I'm also tuning into they feel left behind by the universe. I'm tuning into that. But you could have, they're going through some sort of legal justice system situation right now, and they're not holding back. And there's something in relation to the past. Right now, this is also something that they want to kind of like reveal to you about. And they want to reach out to you about this as well, but I feel like there's a blockage. Number one, especially if you have moved on, if they've seen you with somebody else, if they heard, I really do feel like they have literally seen you with like, oh my, that's pile one's new person. Like, I feel like it goes beyond gossip. It goes beyond like, oh, it's just a picture. So I feel like they've seen something, heard something that really kind of, it almost gave them, it feels very whiplash, okay? And this is why they feel like they are in a delusion right now, because they cannot really fathom the reality. I feel like they have some sort of like disconnect with themselves and what's being perceived. Oh, but I don't want to go too much deep into it right now, so we're just gonna, but this person that you're dealing with, pile number one, they have a lot of layers, okay? They have a lot of layers to them. So I'm just gonna kind of stop it at that. But yeah, I feel like they want to tell you about what's happening in terms of injustice, whether it's spiritually or whether it's like they're actually going through something legal, right? Especially also if they have something legal with you. I'm not sensing that, but like all like the main energy here is like they want to talk to you, okay? They want to express how they're feeling, their emotions, that they're very sad. Number one, you moved on. Number two, you know, the reality of it all is that you guys can never be again. This is how they're feeling, okay? And the fact that they they did you wrong, they fumbled you, I'm also tuning into. So in their head, in their mind state, it's almost like you're the one that got away, but I'm also tuning into, for some, that might not be the case. But let's see here. But yeah, this person was very much holding on to their independence and kind of doing what they want. And they say that you're living well and happy and unbothered. They wanted a new beginning because you look like somebody that could hold them down, and now they don't have access to that, and now everything is kind of falling down in their life. It could affect them like legally, but I really do feel it has to do with karma, you know, as in they did you wrong, so much so. Like, the intuitive messenger is basically they feel like they missed an opportunity and they're not over you. So there's a lot of emotions here, right? This could have been a person that wasn't really tuned into their emotions, said a lot, had a hard time communicating, and I do very much feel like they feel like the universe did them wrong because you guys are not in each other's life. And it's almost like they got some sort of instant karma as soon as you was cut up away from their life as well. They feel exiled, left behind when it comes to you. For some of you guys, based on the Empress card, you could be a mother figure or a mom, as in the mother of their child. You could also be somebody that was a nurturing figure in their life, okay? Somebody with like a lot of like comforting energy. You could also be a boss bitch, somebody that holds their own, doesn't really need nobody, really knows how to handle people's demons, okay? So anyone that was kind of going through something, struggling, you will always the pillar of hope, of light. Oh, this is pretty intense. I mean, okay, from that perspective, you know, at first I energy-wise, I just kind of linked it to like, you know, they lost you and breakup, right? You know, everybody goes through a hurt and breakups and whatnot. But I really do feel like you're the only person, this is their perception of it all, that kind of brought some light into their life. And this is why they feel so mortified, even like a week later. And the fact that you moved on with somebody else that they have seen is really doing them emotionally pretty intense, I have to say. Okay, so we got these few cards that kind of also fell out. We got Judgment card, Six of Swords, Two of Cups, and Swords. So I feel like this is in relation to the fact if you have moved on with somebody else, that they feel judged by that. They also feel judged by the fact that whoever you moved on probably is somebody that's totally different than how they are or how they were in relation to you. So it's kind of weird. I just, because it's given like, on their side, they didn't want you to judge them and wanted you to move into like better terms of like in a romantic setting. Like, I wanted you to be my ride or die, my person. You're the only one that could connect with my emotions, my heart. But then on the flip side, they saw you moving on with somebody else. Number one, totally different. It could be appearances, like in terms of like how they look, their background or whatnot. I'm also tuning into, but they just didn't. I'm tuning into whiplash again. So they didn't expect you to just like leave them because they feel judged, and I feel like a lot of people judge them for a lot of things. It just, they didn't put you in that same category of everybody else doing them wrong. And the fact that you have found your soulmate or a soulmate that is giving you what you deserve is really doing them a number emotionally. I feel like they wanted to come in and do better, but they also have this realization, even in their demise of losing you or you walking away, like whoever they moved on to, pile number one, right? There's no way that they will ever bring me back into their life again. So they're having anxiety over that. my heart is aching, but I feel like that's like, yeah, they're going through it. Like, I can say so much. Future outcome. I mean, I don't know if you found someone else. Call number one, but these are their emotions. It's a lot. Your person is definitely a character. I have to say that. So in terms of what will happen in the possible future, what they want, okay, from their perspective, their energy, right? Is that they still have faith, even if it's hell, or it's gonna be like hell, or if they're gonna go through hell, they still have faith, okay? They still feel like things will get better when it comes to you and them. And I also have to say that you're the person in a interesting way. This gonna sound very possessive, low-key codependent, but in a way you also get the energy of like from their perspective, right? If they reunite, reconcile, make things work with you, it's almost like you are their savior, their safe haven. So I'm also getting that. They put a lot of trust in you. So I don't know if you guys were in a codependent energy, but yeah, that's the energy I'm getting here. And then we got my quote-unquote intimacy card, but in the cage. So like maybe they're hoping for you guys to be intimate, or feel like that's a segue into you guys' relationship in the future somehow. But the thing is, I feel like they could be waiting for this as well in the potential future outcome here. But that's the message from the person in your mind right now. And I'm gonna do an advice card, which is this one here. Change in direction. I feel like, oh, here we got kids again. So you guys could definitely have babies for sure. 1, 2, it could also be somebody that you knew from your past, like during your childhood as well. But I feel like in terms of what's going to happen in the future, things can go better. But I feel like if they're going to lean it in the direction of just physical intimacy, as in, I want to be with you just so we can like have it one last time before, you know, we die or whatever, or before you have kids, or before you move on to that new person, or whatever the case may be, you might consider it. But I don't think that you would take action. This is the energy I'm just getting. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Right now I'm literally hearing like cheating. So I mean, I will say this: if any cheating will occur, it will be from and I don't condone cheating at all, but it will be from your side that's watching the video, pile number 1, okay? Because if you're in a situation, and if you're the person that's on your mind, whoever they're gonna be with during the waiting time or hoping time or whatever the case may be, they would never consider them as something legit. So they really have their emotions, their hope, all of it set on you, okay? But yeah, okay, so we're gonna pull some name terms as well and wrap it up. This reading became really long. I'm just gonna do a small one, first, middle, last initial. Technically the reading is kind of over, but this is just to give like resonance in terms of like a little bit more for those that want to. If we don't see yes initials, don't worry. Okay. First, middle, last initial here. But I think I mentioned in the intro, always trust your intuition here. So if you don't see your initials, that's not really that big of a deal, okay? And just to get more extra rest. Wow, I'm explaining a lot. Okay, so whenever I see blank letters, it has different symbolisms there. But I'm gonna keep it short because I feel for some of you guys, you kind of already made up your mind. You just want to know what's up. For some, I feel like you will be willing to entertain the connection with this person. Okay. So thank you guys for tuning in, and good luck in this journey in life, okay? Hello, welcome. Pile number 2 to your intuitive energy message from the person on your mind. So, fun fact, I literally was recording, but sorry, I was channeling the message, but I wasn't playing, it wasn't recording, okay? I just thought that was interesting. And I feel like that's symbolic too, that somebody wants to tell you something, but they never really sent it. They never really called you. They never really contacted you with what they wanted to say. So this is something that is hidden, okay? First and foremost. And secondly, I would also like to say that for pile number 2, the message is going to be divided into 2 sections. The first one is in relation to those that are coming from pile number 1. And your person from pile number 1 kind of seeped into this pile number 2, or you're watching both of the piles, I don't know. But I would say this, their main concern and energy, despite everything that I channeled message-wise, they're wondering why you guys cannot be in love. In this present moment, why can't it be you and them? Why can't you guys fall in love? So that is the main energy here. I also want to say that for pile number 1, it's mostly in relation to those that are males, okay, like a male energy. And for pile number 2, is mostly linked to a female perspective here, but obviously pick and choose in terms of gender and what you feel resonates, okay? My guides are telling me that's not that big of a deal, but it was on my notes, so I mentioned it, okay? So we're gonna move on. So pile number 1, that section is kind of done and over. But it's your intuitive like message here. I don't feel like I want to pull cards on that because I kind of low-key did it in pile number 1. So we're gonna focus more on for people that are watching and choosing pile number 2, okay? Choice number 2 here. Your person that's on your mind here, they're trying to fool themselves emotionally, specifically when it comes to you. It's like they want to be with you. They want to have something with you emotionally as well, romantically and all that stuff. But it's their pride and ego that's in their way. Yeah, that's basically the message. Like they want to have something with you. They want to give it a go and try it, but it's their pride and ego. So we're going to see what the cards are going to say. Also forgot to mention that I channeled this song or this message in relation to the song about a week ago. So we'll see. Probably something changed, or if it's the same. Let's see. So we got the Sun card. In relation to you, they feel very happy. They feel like the Page of Cups for me is somebody that wants to give out their emotions in bits and pieces, okay? Or just start out small. Because it's in reverse, I feel like it's not like they don't want to give it to you, because based on the intuitive message here, they do. In reverse, I could simply say it's a no, but I feel for this reading, it has to do with the fact that they're scared. It's scarcity. Yeah, they're afraid. They're afraid if they give some sort of emotions to you, all hell will break loose. You know, they feel powerless in relation to you. We got the Devil card. Someone might also feel like it will get toxic if they, wow, okay, whoever this person is, pile number 2, they need a lot of work on themselves. But yeah, they feel like it can be toxic if they show some sort of emotions to you. I don't know. Or maybe they have gone through something that makes them feel like, I feel like this person has a lot of, whether they're female or male, but if they're a female, they have a lot of like masculine energy to them. So like, you know how males, or toxic masculinity, you know how there's this saying where it's like, some cultures, a lot of men, they don't show their emotions, and if they do, they are gonna be perceived as weak. It's similar to that, okay? You know, like emotions is like weakness. So like, yeah, they feel like if they show some sort of inkling of emotions, it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be toxic. So they're very much guarded. The thing is, they're not as intuitive as they should be, but they want a new beginning. For some of them, it's like they want it to be you, but it's the entire thing about opening up emotionally, okay? Oh, sorry about the cards thing. So yeah, so they're trying to balance that out, or they want to. I'm not sure if they are doing so, but they want to balance that out because that's a definite blockage here. So that's what's going on. Pile number 2. So I'm also tuning, I'm literally hearing sex. So it could just be that they also just want sex, or it was like a sexual relationship between you guys. And this is why they don't want to open up, but like there is some emotions there for sure. But yeah, somebody just is holding on to something that took place in their past, and they're not ready to let that go. And to be quite honest, I'm not sure if there will ever be, or this is how they're feeling. Like they feel like something took place in the past and they're not ready to let that go. They might not be able to let that go and move on. Yeah, because it's something that is very traumatic, and it's kind of always been that way. If they show less emotions, that means you have less access to them, and that means it's less access to toxicity. So because whenever they open up, it always turns out to be a disaster. Whew, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I feel like they're trying to work on it, or they want to, you know, because again, they are the Empress. They could be a boss. They could have their children. They could just be self-sufficient here. So that means, you know, you have to stand on your ground. You have to be a strong woman, in that sense. So I feel like they try to balance that and their emotions, but it's a lot of anxiety around it, okay? So that's their energy, pile number 2. So for future, I feel like it kind of also blends in all of it, but let's see what's going to happen in the potential future, okay? What they want to happen between you guys is that, you know, I feel like they still want to come across as your person. They still want to, you know, stand on their high horse, and they're still going to be a bit prideful, a bit guarded. I feel like in their case, more so protective, but they will recognize the fact that they have been hurt, and they want to ultimately have a foundation when it comes to a family, okay, with you, or just family in general, because I feel like they don't want that to be a blockage. You could be an air sign. The person that you're dealing with could be a fire sign. That's the symbolic for King of Swords and Queen of Rods here, right? I'm also hearing a water sign as well. So If any of you guys are into astrology, you know what it is. But yeah, this King of Swords, they're very intellectual. You're like intellectual stimulation. And this Queen of Wands here, they're very beautiful. They're very fiery. They're very passionate here. They take no bullshit. And the King of Swords, they love that. They're gonna come in correct. Your person that's a fire sign could be very in and out sometimes based on their emotions. They could have a temper, but I feel like it has to do with them being guarded. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Because again, it has to do with them balancing their divine feminine and masculine energy within themselves, accepting that being emotional is not a bad thing. You know, it doesn't deem you as weak or all that yada yada yada, all that programming that needs to kind of be destroyed. But it's one day at a time. Okay, so we're gonna do your guys' name charms. Okay, we're gonna go first, middle, last initial here. Please don't feel some type of way if you don't see you guys' initials. It's just to give more confirmation to the reading here. So yeah. Excuse me more for my hands as well. Somebody could also suffer from tension headaches as we speak, or headaches in general. Just somebody feels like quite overwhelmed. You know. So yeah, first, middle, last initials. I'm just going to tune in a little bit more to this reading. Some of you guys, whatever you're seeking is seeking you, first and foremost. Also says that they're trying to look for you. Somebody is very, just like, gonna be very apologetic, okay? Something about vines and like rifles. Somebody could like be a gun collector or something. But yeah, guys, that's everything. Okay, I will do you guys advice card as well, because why not? And good luck in your journey in life, as always. So this is your advice card, but it kind of fell out in reverse. It did, and it was on the floor. So get release and surrender. So somebody will still not let go as of yet. I do feel energetically that this person needs a lot of work, okay? They need a lot of work. It requires you to be very patient, whoever's watching with them. If you want to still go on this journey in life with them, it requires you to be very patient. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is somebody that's very strong-minded, strong-willed. But yeah, something will not be let go yet. It could be their past, it could be a mindset, it could be the whole, you know, not allowing to be helped. Like, it could be a lot of factors, but I feel like you know your person's best interest at heart. And obviously I'm only chiming into a small aspect in the energy here for you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to this reading. Thank you guys for tuning in as always, and take care. Hello, pile number 3, choice number 3 for your intuitive energy message from the person on your mind. First and foremost, I hope you guys do well. And yeah, we're gonna go right into the reading here. So the message goes as such. They feel like they, first of all, don't want you to change them, because they're not gonna change for you in terms of like how they are. Like, they want you to accept them. I'm also channeling as we go. I'm getting the energy of like, you knew who you were dealing with when you first met me. So like, this is an example. Like, for instance, if they smoked, you know, before you met them, don't expect them to change that habit when you guys are in a relationship. This is just an example, okay? But going back to what I have on my notes here, they will give everything to you with happiness, with gladness, okay? They will give everything, because you are literally worth it all. But all they ask for you is that you take them as they are, if that makes sense, okay? For everything that they are, the good, the bad, and the ugly, they want you to accept that. Because when they're dealing with you, they're gonna give you everything. But don't expect them to... I feel like this person is willing to give you everything that you want from them. But it's like what I mentioned before. Don't expect them to be like, all of a sudden, stop smoking. All of a sudden, though, it's really good to imply that in a relationship, especially if it makes you feel some type of way. But in their head, in their mindsets, in their thoughts, it's like, but you knew I was a smoker for X amount of time. Like, you knew that I didn't cook. You knew that, you know, I spend a lot of time with my family or my siblings. Like, it's almost like if there's going to be conditions when it comes to you guys' relationship, they do not want that. Because in their head, in their mindset, they're giving you everything that they have, that they are. The good and the bad and the ugly. Oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. There we go. That's the message. So, we're going to see what the cards are going to say. I'm going to do like a present kind of moment. And then I'm going to see for what they want to change or what they want to add for your guys' future potential outcome, okay? When it comes to their perspective. So in this present time, we got the Fool card in reverse, and then we got the Hermit card in reverse, and then we got the Death card in reverse. And then we got the High Priestess upright. So a lot of reversals, and I feel like it's symbolic for you cannot change me. I am who I am, and this is what you're getting. But if we're gonna go strictly based on tarot cards, the Fool card in reverse, they don't want a new beginning. I feel like they want things to stay the same. They might be a little bit naive as well. The Hermit card in reverse is somebody that doesn't know how to reflect, go within, be in, you know, isolation, or really take time and reevaluate. The Death card is basically something that will not come to an end. And even if it did, it's almost like it never ended. For example, like we broke up, but we see each other every week. You could literally have said that we're not together, but you guys are still talking. You guys are still acting like you're in a relationship. Similar to the Death card in reverse. This is how I interpreted it. Okay. And the High Priestess, somebody that's very intuitive. You could also be Pisces, or somebody that has psychic gifts. So there's that. And then we got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Stability that is not really stable. You could also have lost money. But I feel like in this case it has to do with, or they could have lost money as well. But I feel like in this case things are not stable, okay? Because somebody is not seeing things for face value, is not growing up, is not taking things into accountability and having responsibility. And this is the energy they feel towards you. Pile number 3, okay? That's the energy here. This person could be intuitive. They could also have gone to somebody that knows how to read energy or read cards, but specifically having psychic gifts, okay? To get some sort of clarification about this, I'm also tuning into. And they're probably trying to like transmute that or balance that, whatever kind of went wrong. Just trying to make sure that it will go in their favor. This is something that will be spoken about or be revealed to you that is watching this video. But yeah, okay. Let's see what they want in terms of the future, okay? So for the future between you and them, you could be a boss. You could be somebody that is self-sufficient, have your own thing, be well known. You know, somebody that has a high-paying job, things of that nature. 3 of Cups. So basically, they want you to be an emperor. Even if you're not that, I feel like they want you to be this. Because they see themselves as the empress, which is like the counterpart of the emperor here. And they want you to be this, and they want you guys to have fun and celebrate, you know, and enjoy each other emotionally, spiritually, as physically. However, 5 of Swords in vertical, there might be some sort of degrading, humiliation, or exile. Maybe somebody doesn't feel accepted. Maybe somebody feels that they don't fit in, or there could be some sort of gossip here. Like, that might happen. So I don't know if somebody from your side feels that you and them are not a good fit, you know, and they probably have said something that you shouldn't be together. Because they also have this in the back of their head that somebody is also a third party in your guys' connection here, or will be in the future. But they want you guys to be successful. You just, you know, you guys might have outlookers, or this is how they're feeling, that they will be against this. Okay. Let me see if they will though. I don't feel like they will, but I will clarify it. I don't feel that based on energy. However, this is their perception, okay? I'm feeling it's more so their interpretation of it all. So, based on the cards on your side, they won't feel some type of way at all. I feel like they might see it as absurd and somebody that wants to kind of cause trouble. I feel like this person that you deal with have a lot of, like, you know, it's always could have a little bit of like a sensitive side to them, you know. You know, that might be people that feel some type of way, but I feel like it's not what she or they think it is, okay? I'm also getting the energy of, like, when you become successful or become the emperor, right? If somebody from your side feels some type of way, she's gonna feel like they're gonna blame her, okay, or them, right? Like, there might be some drama. There might be a little bit of drama, but I feel like you guys can work it out. I'm gonna give you guys an advice card, okay? Okay, so we got this one here, creative project, but it was in reverse here. So it could be you guys could be working on something together. a project, whether it's, or it could also be a hobby as well, and things might not go well. Maybe you shouldn't be working together. I feel like you guys gonna do, I'm hearing YouTube, so I don't know, you guys could be like a YouTube couple or something of this nature. I'm gonna give you one advice for this, and one more. So we got cleanse and detoxify. So okay, if this project doesn't go well or go kind of left, or like you should have worked together, maybe it's time to kind of start anew, you know, mind, body, and soul, and do things that is more alignment with you, so you won't lose yourself. Because I feel like there's some sort of power dynamic as well that plays a part when it comes to you guys and your person that's on your mind. Really listen here, okay? Or there is an emphasis on needing to be heard, okay? So thank you guys. When it comes to the card clarification, we're gonna move into this one here. So first, middle, last, initial here. I may or may not channel some more messages based on the letters. Let's see how it goes. I'm tuning into somebody who feels like they're missing out on somebody. Like they miss them. But they also feel like they're missing out. So there is definitely more to this message. First, middle, last, initial, guys, okay? Somebody feels like it's a field trip, or like it's a journey when it comes to you. I feel like the journey between you guys haven't ended. So whether it's like a long break or there is like obstacles or whatever, there is something in the universe, frequency-wise, that is like linking you guys to be. And I feel like it's above the physical stuff. It's above like it's above 3D. That's interesting. Hopefully you guys see a moth here. Please look up the spirit animal moth. I feel like that could be symbolic for somebody. Somebody could also like do a lot of skincare, work for skincare. I feel like whoever's on YouTube is doing skincare, because I'm seeing DHA, which is like a solution and like skincare treatment. Somebody could also have ADHD, okay? And something will come in something. There might be a message through mail as well as through post. Somebody's P.O. box as well. Thank you guys for tuning in as always, and good luck in your journey in life. Hello, pile number 4, choice number 4. You chose the song Samson, and your intuitive energy message from the person on your mind goes like this. So, first of all, do you remember? Because I do. I truly adored you and loved you. And to be frank, I always will. You will always be my first. Have you forgotten? Because I haven't. Okay, that's the intuitive message, and I have some few notes aside from that. And I know who you are, but you could have had long hair when you guys met, okay? Whether you're male, female, or identified as whomever, right? You and this person shared a puppy love, a pure, authentic love, similar to like a teenager love, one of those loves where it's like, it was one of those great loves, but right person, wrong timing, we were too young, we were literal kids. You know, we're older now, so we cannot really go back to, I'm getting that type of love, okay? One of those really like, when I have my grandkids, because based on the message here, you guys are not together, in separation, right? Based on the message here, is like one of those loves where it's like, if somebody were to ask you about them before, or even them, because I'm also sensing vice versa, have you ever been in love? And you will come up right away, and vice versa for you as well. So that's the energy for you guys, okay? So that's beautiful. I am sensing that you guys are in separation, not only based on the message here, but also energy-wise, okay? So we're gonna just see card based on anything else you want to say or should be revealed here. So we got the Devil card upright, we got Ten of Cups in reverse, and Seven of Pentacles. So I don't know if it's about your situation or a situation there. Actually, let me clarify, because I don't know if it's your situation or a situation that they're dealing with right now. Okay, so for some, it's a situation where what they're going through right now, okay, what's happening. And for others, it has to do with what took place in you guys' past, okay? As loving as it all seems, something took place in the past that wasn't really that A-okay. But the cards are, it's not really, it kind of looks terrifying, but it's not. Just give me a sec, okay? The thing is, I'm not going to read, you know, step by step here, because I don't feel like it's needed. But you and them could have a strong connection. Okay, so I'm going to tap into those that is in relation to between you and them, what took place in the past. You and them, as great love as it is, right? It could have been quite toxic. It could have been quite intense. It could have, if it's not toxic, I feel like it could be very captivating, very codependent. It's like you guys were very obsessed with each other, very enticed, like you didn't go anywhere else without the other, and vice versa. So it was always you and them against the world. A lot of physical, sexual attraction between you guys. A few breakups here and there, you know, you guys could have also just simply had like a sexual relationship, right? But looking back at it, into it, it shouldn't be more than just a physical. It shouldn't just be more than just sex. Should it be more than just toxicity, right? But some of them, or you got afraid, got anxious about what if, more than, right? A lot of insecurity took place. And this is why things couldn't like move forward into a stable connection, because it wasn't quite stable. Even if it was captivating, it wasn't that stable, right? And for some of you guys, you had to make a decision, or it was quite hard to make a decision of leaving this behind, because in reality, it was not, you guys loved each other. It was great. It was intense. It was a bit crazy, but it wasn't sustainable. That's the thing. It wasn't sustainable. And for you guys, in this present moment, you had to do what she had to do, or them, right? But for other people that is not in the situation, right, and it's in relation to somebody that they're dealing with, I feel like it's a toxic environment, but it's not a toxic environment in relation to it's being love. I have to say this, even if things were toxic between you and your person, it was love. It was really love. Whoever they're with right now, it's not love. Whoever they're with right now is taking a lot of energy from them. It could be physical, as in something that has to do with like tangible things, like material stuff, right? They're taking a lot of energy from there and that aspect, and it's not balanced and it's not peaceful. There's no love. I'm getting the energy of like they almost try to like use them as well, and they're not getting what they wish for. It's like whoever they ended up with is not where they want to be. Okay, they also is either being exiled, discouraged, or humiliated by this person that they're with, where they are, right, as well. So it's really feeling like for them that they're going through some sort of like karmic injustice, like karma is hitting them because they're with this other person. And for others, I really do feel like at least you and them, even if it was crazy when you guys were younger, there was love. There was just a lot of like immaturity, a lot of ego, a lot of like I'm not ready. I feel like adolescence could have played a part when it comes to you and them, but where they are in this present moment with somebody else, because I do feel like you guys have grown up or are more mature right now, it's not for their highest and best good. Okay, this person that they could be dealing with as well could be a Libra or an air sign, somebody that could be very ungrateful. Could also come off as a straight bitch. I'm also tuning into as well. But yeah, that's the energy. Let's see for future outcome between you and this person that's on your mind. Let's see here. I'm gonna tap into those that had a little bit of a crazy love story, right, and see the future outcome between you and them, or what they want. Okay, so what they want is they want you guys to be lovers again. They want you guys to kind of reevaluate you guys' relationship again, or I'm saying you and them, but I feel like it's more so what they want from their perspective, right? They want you guys to be lovers, and they're trying to see if there's a possibility. Not just lovers, not just physical, not just dating, right? They want to be your person, your life partner. For some, like I'm getting marriage here. I'm getting like I'm not talking just long term. I'm not talking to see how it goes. Like if you ever reconcile, get back together again, if you ever become this, right? Their goal is to become your hierophant, your husband, your life partner, your wife, right? Okay, and this is the action that they want to take when it comes to you. You could be a fire sign. I'm also hearing a water sign as well, but you could be fire, water, or have those placements. But yeah, they're ready to give you all, and they don't want to like hold back on the past and want to move past it, especially if things was like kind of chaotic back then, because I really do feel like it was, like I'm not gonna lie. It was chaotic. And for those that are dealing with a person that's in a toxic situation with their current person, or people, places, and things, right? From their mindset, energy-wise, is that they feel like they need to go through rock bottom. They feel like they need to kind of like face defeat. Based on the Ten of Swords, they also feel like they need to like stop being conflict ridden, like that's not English. Like they need to be triggered, stop being triggered by conflict. Their inner thoughts, their inner inner thoughts, and also conflict. But they really do feel like they need to hit rock bottom in order to realize that. And they will also focus more on work, or they're willing to work more as well. It was 7 of Cups in reverse. I feel like they were trying to work on being more realistic and less delusional. So they could have just hoped that things would get better, but it won't. But they will probably move on to better terms. When it comes to you and them, to be quite honest, I feel like they will need to take like a sabbatical or a break before things can go your guys' way. Because I feel like you feel like they need to take a break and work on themselves. But they're gonna be strong until then, and if you want to look their way again, they will be open to it, because they know in order for you to be like receptive when it comes to them, they will have to do their work. Okay, so that's everything based on the cards, and we're gonna do like an advice card for you guys that are looking here. For my I'm keeping Romance Angels cards. Okay, so we got perfect timing. Ooh. So I got my Romance Angels cards, so just a sec. So we got Deception in reverse. So there's gonna be some honesty, authenticity, and openness. So whoever felt that this might not be legit, it is. Okay, and it's the perfect timing to be open and legit as well. So we also get this card came out as well, but put it back in, but keep being reminded of it. They release and surrender. So it could be that some of you guys might not be ready to let go, right? Also holding on to something, but they're not being fake. They're being very open and honest about everything that will take place and will take place. So for instance, for example, if they have done the work, it's not for show. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in, and good luck on your journey in life. I'm gonna pull a few name charms. Don't feel some type of way if you don't see it. It's just to give more extra to the reading here. I'm tuning into somebody's name, Mackenzie. Okay. So yeah, first, middle, last, initial here. I'm gonna see if there's like a message here as well. Somebody else just gonna get a message like from the universe, like through the stars. Somebody feel like they fucked up, or they don't give a fuck. They don't give two fucks. Yeah. Something, but when it comes to somebody's name, it's like very prevalent here. So thank you guys again, and good luck in your journey in life. Hello everyone, welcome pile number 5, choice number 5 watchers for your intuitive message from the person on your mind. So I'm going to start off by reading the message here, okay? And that's based on clairaudience. Also before I start, I keep tuning into like annoyance and can we just get it over? I don't know if it's your feelings that are gonna arise when watching this video, because on their end, the person is on your mind, right? They're still in disbelief how you could forget about them, okay? Like, and the message goes like this: how can you forget about us? We were supposed to make it. You almost had my baby, or you almost got pregnant with them. They had like a lot of plans for you. And the main energy is basically, how can you forget about us? And on your end, I feel like you feel annoyed and you feel like you're just over it. Or somebody is, but I don't feel like they are over it. They could just be annoyed that, you know, that you didn't put in the effort of like making it work between them and you. Okay. Yikes. But let's get into it. It's gonna say what the cards are gonna say. I feel like about the, you almost feel pregnant with them. It could just be that, you know, there was some sort of plan B involved, or they wanted to have your kids. Things of that nature. Okay. But based on the cards, what's happening in the present moment, what they want to tell you or to like lay out, is that they feel like you might be not aligned with them, or they feel not aligned with you. And they're adapting to this change, or healing to this, or finding this out, that you don't want this. And it's gonna sound very karmic right now, but because of you acting indifferent towards them, right? Bringing this out in a very calmly setting for them, that you just don't care, you're annoyed, you are over it, like I mentioned in the beginning. They somehow want to chase you based on this. For others, they might fear abandonment issues, and this is why they're latching on to you and your energy right now. This is the reasons why they're on your mind. You kind of detaching yourself from the person that's on your mind. You're making it makes someone to, not makes them, but like, as of now, as I'm channeling this message, they're chasing you energetically. For some, if they have the option to, even physically, as in contacting you, as in trying to be in your energy of like, well, we can make it work, even if it's toxic, aka what about us? Like, even if you don't want anything to do with them and you're annoyed and you are like over it, they're just like, but we had something, what about us, you know? Remember this and that. But it's in the, because it's not in a healthy way, okay? Because of the chaser card, and that's literally the runner and chaser effect and the twin flame dynamic, right? And usually, as I've seen, it's always like the feminine that's chasing, right? In a twin flame setting here, runner and chaser dynamic will happen regardless. It's just evident. This could be that situation as well, where this is a twin flame situation with your person here. For some, you're in that space, okay? Now, I always say this to everyone that's watching my videos, my getting readings with me. Always check with the divine, your highest, what's a belief system when it comes to like a twin flame connection, because it's not an ordinary connection. It's a connection that it's not for everyone. Okay. A little side note. Okay. So with that being said, for some it could be a twin flame situation where on your end, they're perceiving you as the karmic twin flame. They're perceiving you as the toxic twin flame here. But if we take the twin flame aspect out of it, it's just that they don't feel aligned with you because, you know, you are not as reactive as they are and you're not putting up the same fight as they are doing, okay? And right now, they kind of just need time to heal. Because they feel like you did them wrong. You're causing them pain and they're heartbroken about this news. And if we're gonna go specifically here, it could be all of the above in this area. The heartbreak, the pain, the separation, the deception, the lies. You know, it's almost like they felt you led them on or made them believe something that wasn't really there. For others, they could have felt like you bamboozled them into being this couple. I will have to say, for those that are maybe on the twin flame journey, they could have this like perception of like, well, we're a twin flame, like why are we not working out? Like, right? I'm getting that energy as well for somebody. So yeah, that's what's happening in the present moment still. But let's see what they want to do in terms of the future outcome on their side. I feel like I want to do you and them, but let's see. For them, like I was saying, because of you detaching, twin flame or not, they are still holding on to this faith when it comes to their feelings for you. But there's still some, you know, hesitation about taking action because you have this over it energy, this annoyance, this I don't really care energy. So it makes them kind of doubt if they should take any action, right? You know, they're not sure if you're okay or whatnot. But on their end, they do want to like, oh, it's so interesting. The camera just went blurry. So maybe, yeah, I feel like that's symbolic for them being confused on like how you're feeling. They'll know that you're annoyed. They know that you're over it, but they're still blurry about the perception of how they should take action. But they still have faith, okay? They still have faith. And the possible future outcome is that they still have faith here, okay? And they still want to see you, date you, and make it work. So at least you know, right? For some of you guys, we got this card here, not today. So some of you guys are still over it. You're still annoyed. You probably won't take it. And for others, you will see. You're open to the idea, but it might take a little bit longer. So maybe you're gonna put them on pause. I'm tuning into a little bit longer here. But yeah, I feel like on their end as well, one thing they don't want is you attacking them. I'm also tuning into, so they're a bit scared about that. And I say like verbally attacking here. So we're gonna go into the name charms. Sorry, it's been a while since there's like a helicopter flying when I do readings. So that's quite interesting. I don't feel like there's any symbolism to it. It used to happen a lot when I do readings. And I know there are a few of my intuitive friends have had like similar events in their life. There's like a lot of commotion. Even non-people that do like spiritual, non-spiritual work. Anyways. So first, middle, last, initial people. I'm gonna see if I can channel additional messages here, but I will say that even if you don't find your initials, it's just to give more extra into the reading. Basically, I'm pretty done after like the cards, okay? And this section here, only focusing on the names, but let's see. So there's something about going out. They want to go out or be out. Somebody could also have a cat. Somebody feels like somebody is like a total utter bitch. Okay? Or somebody's surprised by this or taken by surprise. So that's everything I feel like I want to tune into right now, this early morning that I'm filming this specific reading. But thank you guys for tuning in as always, and good luck on your journey in life. I'm gonna do an advice card from the specific deck. Let's see here. For my Love and Light Oracle deck. So we got this one here. You use loving strength and discernment. So I just love this Love and Light deck. It has both like the oracle message to it and then like the spiritual religious aspect to it. Because this is basically how I read energy, is in the combination of spirituality and religion. Well, enough about me, but the main energy here is that you should use, you should be confident here and use discernment of if you want to entertain this or not when it comes to this person. And be confident in your energy as such. For some, you might not feel like you have the confidence or strength, but I feel like you will get that. Okay? You will get that. Because at the end of the day, the truth will always come out. So, thank you guys for tuning in for pile number 5, and good luck on your journey in life.